40 Chances, Finding Hope in a Hungry World. What's the title?
The title really is about how we have about 40 productive years to achieve our biggest goals or our legacy or whatever it is that we want to set our sights on.
Some exceptions.
Some exceptions. The guy sitting next to me. I would, if I was writing for him, I'd put 80, and he doesn't think that's enough.
Yeah. You wrote the foreword here.
Right.
You know, and two things ought to be said. Number one is that this book is about family. This book is about what he learned from you and from your late wife, Susie. And it's also about the spirit that he had to look at things and say, I want to choose my life.
Yeah. How much he got was innate. There was a lot that was innate, as I described in the foreword. But he could not have had a better mother. That
well, my father wouldn't have either.
No, but it comes through. It comes through in the book. I mean, it comes through in what he's done and is doing with his life.
We want to talk about that a moment, because Susie Buffett is in this book. I mean, inspired this book as your dad did, but she inspired your life as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I'd be a mess without if I hadn't married her.
So when you come back to this book and 40 Chances, clearly we have 40 years, but you are setting a very, very high goal, finding hope in a hungry world.
There's a lot of hope in this world. I mean, you know, there's a lot. You can kind of decide whether or not what you want to focus on. And we work in a lot of difficult places in the world, and we're spending a lot of time right now in Eastern Congo, one of the toughest there you could ever find. Yeah. And you know, there's still hope there. The people are resilient. It's amazing how resilient they are, and it's our job to continue to make sure that they have hope. So we're trying to focus on what are our investments that we can make that help push it towards peace and to help people continue to know that they can have a better life. And so you can find hope everywhere.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, you know, there are 100,000 plus people, 110,000 plus, that have been killed in Syria. Millions in the Congo.
Millions, yeah, 5 to 6 million. And you know, you can look at that, or you can look at what the solutions are. And you know, the alternative, if you don't look at the solutions, it won't be 5 million, it'll be 10 million, it'll be 15 million. And you know, they are some of the most challenging problems in an environment like that. But I believe that what my dad gave us, in not just the financial gift, he gave us the freedom to say that we can go take on the toughest jobs there are. And he's perfectly fine if we try some things that don't work, that if we fail. I mean, he taught me that all my life. I mean, you know, you can pick on a few businesses that he failed at, but he had a lot of successes, but he learned to make those successes because of his failures. So we feel philanthropy is the same way. We're investing in people, and we're taking risk, and we really believe that's what our job is to do with this money.
Some people don't know this. When you made the gift of over $30 billion to Bill Gates, you also gave to each of your 3 children.
Absolutely.
To create a foundation.
Right, we'd already created it on a smaller scale, my wife and I, earlier, but then this expanded it very substantially. And then last year on my birthday, I doubled it.
We like those birthday presents. I mean, you know, who wouldn't?
Well, I felt so good about what they'd done that
exactly. You obviously doubled it. I mean, you're not one that likes to put bad money after good money after bad.
I was enormously pleased with what I'd seen, and you know, you can't solve everything, but you can solve some things, and they have combined energy and passion with the money.
You're a farmer. Maybe first thing you would list on your own tombstone might be farmer, philanthropist, you know, family. Where did this passion for agriculture come from?
Oh, my mom always said I didn't have enough Tonka toys when I was little, and I think that's probably true. I like big equipment, I like machinery, and and that's kind of how I got started. And then I really developed a better understanding, more in-depth understanding of how important agriculture was and is.
Can we change the way agriculture is done around the world and therefore feed more people?
We can do it. I think one of the biggest challenges we have, and we write about it in 40 Chances, is that we have an old mindset on some things, and we need to be more innovative. I mean, I think one of the most encouraging things is that you have a lot younger people coming in. A lot of it came from people who made a lot of money in the tech world. They're innovators. They're risk takers. So that's the mindset that we want to create by talking about 40 Chances. Is, you know, if you have 40 years to really change something significant, and you're fortunate enough to have the resources to do it, focus on something and know that you have to be urgent about getting it accomplished.
So, but tell me how we go about making sure that less people, are living in a hungry world.
Well, that is a tough one because we probably produce there's enough experts that would tell you that we, on a caloric basis, we produce enough food to feed everybody. The problem about feeding people is about governance, it's about corruption, it's about infrastructure, it's about priorities, it's about political will. We can't change all those things at a huge scale, but we can pick and select certain things that we think we can have influence in or over and focus on that. And so that's what we've done. Now, we've picked some of the toughest places to do it, but I look at it like if we have wins there, then we have really big wins. And so that's why we've taken some of those on.
When you look at what he's doing, Warren, what do you think, what's your perspective on how in this book, what he set out for himself?
I don't think there's anything more important, and I don't think there's anybody better than Howie to do it. He's got the knowledge, he's got incredible empathy, he's got the energy, and to some extent, I can provide the funds. So he's doing exactly what I try to do in business. I try to stay within my circle of competence and then maximize the results within that circle. And his circle of competence certainly includes farming. He's got this passion for helping people. And the number of people who are going to farm in the next century, it's a significant percentage of the world's population. If they can do it somewhat better because of what he does, that's an enormous accomplishment.